Hello, Diego. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It's currently Monday, October 21st, and it's 22 or 10 p.m. And I have to adapt to different countries and different cultures, so sometimes it's like 22, it's like 10 o'clock, or 10 p.m., or 22 hours. So anyway, I want to show you what I sent you the last time. It's called, it's an international edition. Don't pay attention to that. So understanding and using English grammar, fourth edition. I think it's the last one. I'm not quite sure, but it's a very nice book. Very, very nice. I like the edition Pearson Longman. And you have here the list of irregular verbs, simple past and past participle. The past participle will be like, he has arisen, awoken. It has been 6 months. Okay, so been is a past participle. So that's what I'm interested in for the time being, is to make sure you can remember all those simple past forms. You're gonna have a general heights. Okay, that's nice, but at the same time, it's better to be more prepared than not enough, not at all. Okay, so this is your duty, to be able to remember well this list, because everyone has to go through that. Okay, arise, arose, awake, awoke, to be, was, were, bear, bore, beat, become, became, etc. Okay, so we're gonna have to, maybe you can just be like, okay, well, I'll learn 5 per day. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and every day you are like remembering those 5 guys. Okay, and after the next day, became, began, bent, bet, beat. Of course, you need the infinitive form. So the way you learn is like bet, beat. Okay, so but for the timing, I just want you to remember this part. Okay, for the simple form and the simple past. So you're gonna learn it like that. Arise, arose, awake, awoke, be, was, were, bear, bore, beat. Okay, you have 5. And you don't have any excuse. So every day you learn 5. So it will be like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 4 days you're there already. Doesn't take too much time. You write them somewhere on a piece of paper, or you get them on your cell phone, and you're like, okay, today I want to learn that. I'll be in the bathroom every time I take a coffee break, whatever. I'll learn them. I'll make sure I remember them. And the next day you're like, okay, well, I'm supposed to already know those guys. I'll add 5 more. And every time I'll be like, okay, what's the simple past of arise, arose, awake, awoke, etc. And you can also start like that, be like, okay, what's the infinitive form of arose? Arise. What's the infinitive form of began? Begin. Okay? So you play like that. It's a gymnastic of the, the brain gym. Anyway, so this is one thing I wanted to talk about. You see, it's not even, it's before the contents. So they tell you, okay, well, that's quite important. Anyone has to go through that. Everyone. Okay, so the format of this book is quite easy. So they start with the simple tenses, progressive tenses, perfect, progressive, etc. Okay, it's a bit intimidating, but I want to go through this stuff. We have time, and we can skip as well. But I want to clarify everything, because many people take English grammar lessons or English courses, but the teacher is going to skip a lot of stuff, or the teacher is not willing to explain a lot of stuff. And I found, with experience, that this book is the best to explain grammar, really. So let's do chapter 1 quickly, overview of verb tenses. So sometimes they give you exercises to evaluate your level. Let's talk interviews and introductions. Interview a classmate, and then introduce this person to the rest of the class or to a small group of classmates. Use the given topics or topics of your own choosing. Okay, so you can say, okay, you interview, so what is your name? What do you do for a living? Why are you taking this English class? What are you planning on doing? What's your how do you see yourself in, I don't know, 5 years? It's a bit of an old question now, you know, etc., etc. And after, you can get all this information and you tell to the rest of the classroom, well, his name is, and he's a doctor, and he wants to take this exam because he would like to move to Canada, etc., etc. Okay, so let's talk preview over tenses. That's going to be chapter 1 to 5. So work with a partner, take turns asking questions with what plus a form of do. We'll see concretely. So help each other, la la la. So we have the example every morning. What do you do every morning? Well, I go to classes, I eat breakfast every morning. So normally we use a simple present or present simple. Okay? What do you do every morning? Every morning I wake up at 5. I start working at 5:30. I prepare my daughter at 6. We leave at 6:30, and I give her some stuff as breakfast, but she's not awake, so she cannot eat too much. Either we take the Uber or we take the car. I drop her off at school at around 7, and I come back and I keep working, etc., etc. I prepare food. I clean my house, because I have to clean my house every day because I have a big dog and a cat and some fish, and the house gets dirty pretty quickly. And what else? So you can see that I eat breakfast. I prepare my coffee at 5:10. I have my coffee, my latte, because otherwise I cannot work. I'm a big caffeine addict. And the other guy can be like, well, I also eat breakfast at 7, whatever, you know, you do whatever you want. So here we have an idea. Every day before you leave home, what do you do? Well, I work, I prepare my daughter, I prepare myself, you know, I put the bags in the car and we go to school. Okay, I drop her off to school. Okay. So since you got up this morning, well, I did a lot of stuff. Right now, well, I'm making recordings. I have made 4 recordings so far. This is a 6th one, and I have after yours, I have 1 more recording to make. So at this exact time yesterday, I was listening to some videos about marketing. By the time you got here today, so you know, you can say whatever, you know, whatever you were doing. Partner B, so last night, what were you doing last night? Tomorrow, what will you do? What are you going to do tomorrow? So we change the tense logically. Well, tomorrow I have 2 classes in the morning. I have to take care of my daughter in the afternoon, the homework, all the blah, blah, blah. For the past 5 minutes, well, I've been talking. At this exact time tomorrow, I'll be making recordings, the same old. And by the time you go to bed tonight, well, I'll be watching some movies, listening to some stuff, read a book. It's essential, Diego, to read every day. If you want to perfect a language, you've got either you need to study the language, you know, you go to not a school, not a language school, but university. You go to college and you force yourself, you don't have any choice to improve your language, because you are reading a lot, you are studying a lot, you are trying to make sense of the different essays you have to write. So at the beginning it's intimidating, but after a while you get used to it. Okay? So, or you have a business in the country, and you have to impress your customers. You don't want to lose them. So you're going to do everything you can to improve your English, believe me. Okay, exercise 3, warm up. Okay, do you agree or disagree with each sentence? Circle yes or no, discuss the verb in blue. What information do the verb tenses provide? Warm air rises. Yes, it's true, actually. Yes, it's true. I talk on the phone a lot. No, I don't like that. I'm on Skype. I use other platforms. I sent an email today. Yep, actually at 6 a.m. My first email. I'm going to make a phone call today. Nope. No. It's done. Don't have to do that. And it's late, so I'm not going to bother anybody else, you know, too late. So what do we have? Present. And this is like a near future. I'm going to. Okay? So, and here, the simple tenses. A simple present. It's a habit. All the crosses you see. Well, let's say, for instance, it snows in Alaska. Tom watches TV every day. In general, the simple present expresses events or situations that exist always, usually, habitually. So be careful of these adverbs, okay? They exist now, have existed in the past, and probably will exist in the future, okay? It snows every year in Alaska, okay? It usually snows in Alaska, okay? Every day or every Monday, twice a week or whatever. Simple past, okay, we add ed, or we have the irregular verbs. It snowed yesterday. Tom watched TV last night. At one particular time in the past, this happened. It began and ended in the past. It's a completed action. But be careful. A simple past will usually have those guys. Last night, yesterday. Will specify when in the past. And the simple future will, or going to, well, they'll make the difference. They're gonna differentiate in the future, but will or going to, okay? It will snow tomorrow. It's going to snow tomorrow. Tom will watch TV tonight, and Tom is going to watch TV tonight or tomorrow. Doesn't matter. At one particular time in the future, this will happen, okay? So we can have exercises, okay? This kind of stuff, and after they go through that. It's pretty quick, but after they go into details. So, but I want you to know where you're at exactly. So coming back here, be careful of uppercases. Important. You can lose points like that. For month, this January, February, March, etc. Days, Monday, Tuesday, etc. Holidays, you know, Labor's Day, New Year's Eve, etc. People's names, Halloween as an uppercase, cities, countries, etc. Okay. So we went through some. Yeah, that was grammar for arts. Okay, let me just grammar. My computer is slow because I barely have any memory left. Grammar for arts. I don't remember exactly the title. I'll let my computer look for it. So pronouns, we can have different pronouns. Subject pronouns, I, you, he, she, it, we, they, etc. Okay? So we have adverbs. Generally, we have ly to recognize if it's an adverb, like usually, you know, carefully, etc. Okay? So the simple tense, simple present, present simple, is something you do every day. Okay? It's a habit. I drive every Monday. Be careful of the S with he, she, and it. Okay? So this is something you do on a regular basis. And if you want the present progressive, we're going to go through that with the other book. Well, I'm using ing. I'm speaking right now. I'm currently reading a book. I'm leaving, and I can use this present progressive for a future. I'm leaving tomorrow at 5 p.m. So this is the progressive because it's like an ongoing action. We'll go through that, okay? So the museum opens at 8 a.m. This is present simple, okay? Recent past, I just did something. I just closed the door, okay? I'm taking notes is something I'm doing right now. I take notes every morning, regular habit, sorry. And I just did something, you know, it's recent past, okay? So review the simple past regular verbs with the sound, the ed stuff, and we're gonna have to work on that. That's quite important. I think you can find it somewhere, but I'm not gonna have time because I only have 15 minutes with this platform. Yeah, so I think it's somewhere, but take a look. Well, Diego, I'll see you Thursday, same time and same place. Take care, Diego. Bye-bye.